back to Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle, your food expert. We're talking about what dietitian, the impact of nutrition in the family of someone who is a dietitian. Taking me, Dietitian Michelle, as an example, I've told you about my parents' experience. I've shared with you about my children and my sister. In fact, I still have a lot more to share with you. There are many of my friends who say, I know this because of you. I know how to do this because of you. I know that this is not healthy because of you. Yes, that is why it's important for you to have a dietitian in your life. What do you think about having a family dietitian? Don't you think it's a good idea for you to have someone you can call your family dietitian, especially now that there are so many food products out there? You don't know which one is good and which one is not. There are so many products out there being advertised as being good. You don't know how to read food labels. You don't know if it's good for you. You don't know if it's going to harm your health. Don't you think having a family dietitian is going to be a good idea? I haven't even shared with you the experience of my little child, my third child that I had with him. It was one experience that I'm grateful to God that I read nutrition and dietetics. Yes, because when you have someone that tender, very tight, you have to be extra careful. You have to be extra careful, not just with hygiene, but even proper feeding. And do you know what? For preterm children, you have to give them a certain amount of calorie, a certain amount of nutrient for them to grow. I had to prove to myself that this thing called nutrition, medical nutrition therapy, indeed works. And so, do you know what? I calculated the amount of breast milk this child should take as it's a preterm child, premature child, and whenever we go to the hospital for checkup, I will predict her weight. I will tell the doctor, the nurse, check her weight. This is what is going to be, and they were all surprised. They will check her weight and they will see that yes, it is what I have predicted. Why? Because I am practicing medical nutrition therapy with my own child. So I was predicting her weight, and one of the nurses, when they met me at a conference and heard me presenting and talking, they say, "Oh, no wonder you are a seasoned dietitian. That is why you are able to do those things you were doing with your child." Yes, there are many other experiences, many other things. Okay, my sister also had, sorry, I'm going to open the phone line. Let me just quickly share this with you, and I'll open the phone so that we can start talking. She had her son calcium deficiency, and he was in fact at some point he couldn't stand, he couldn't walk, rickets, issues with his bones, and they were treating. I visited and I said, what is going on here? And they said, yes, the doctor says that they did analysis and they discovered that the calcium in the body, the vitamin D and the rest is not working well, so he's on treatment and we're supposed to be going back to the hospital. And I said, you mean you weren't even asked to see a dietitian? And she said no, but they recommended supplement. I said, let me see the supplement. When I saw the supplement, guess what? This child was taking supplements, a source of calcium, and the amount of calcium in the supplement was just 100 milligrams. And I said, but this is not right. If the result, everything has shown that this child needs calcium, this child needs vitamin D, then there is need for the dietitian to tell you the food sources of calcium. And I had to plan the diet. That night, I just dropped my bag and I went into calculation. I calculated, I planned, and I told her what this child needs is about 1,000 milligrams of calcium. That is what the child needs. And for calcium to be absorbed properly in the body, he needs this and that nutrients mixed together. So I calculated. I said every single day, ensure you give this amount of milk, you give this amount of yogurt, then ensure that you give this particular supplement that is going to give you about 500 milligrams of calcium. And yes, she implemented this, and they saw remarkable difference. They saw improvement in it. That is what medical nutrition therapy. We studied food and nutrition. We studied the relationship between health and the food that we eat, the foods that can be harmful, the foods that can help the system. Okay, I even forgot to talk about my husband. I remember when I was talking about pain points and why you should see a dietitian. I said, for my husband, before I met him, before we got married, what's his favorite food? Pounded yam with egusi soup. And I said, have a bros, pounded yam and egusi. You're not even choosing one. You're not even saying pounded yam and ogbono soup, or pounded yam and vegetable soup, or even saying, okay, let it be that it's plantain and egusi. You are combining two things. pounded yam that's when we talk about preventing diabetes or the rest, we modify that. Then you're not even taking it with egusi soup, which is fat. Haba. That one is you shouldn't do that now. So he said, thank God I met you when I met you. I don't know what my life would have been like having a family history of hypertension, mother and father. By now, we would have been talking about being placed on treatment. Not just liking pounded yam and egusi, but even chips. They will sit down with buckets and empty potato and fry and eat. Problem. So what do you know as a result of knowing a dietitian? Do you have any dietitian that you can talk to? Do you consult a dietitian? Apart from this program, Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle, yes, I'm happy that it started. But is there any other form of relationship you have with dietitian? Somebody you can run to, somebody you can ask this question or ask that question concerning nutrition? Or have you also been learning? Has this program, Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle, really impacted and helped you in making some choices? Yes, I know I do get messages on Facebook and on Instagram. Some tell me, thank you for what you have told us concerning our children's diet. Too much juice not good for them, and I have started making changes. Yes, but I want to also hear it here today on radio. What do you think about dietitians? How has the knowledge of nutrition helped your life, or even consultation with a dietitian? How has it really helped your life? You can call and join the conversation. Shortly before I came, don't worry, I'm listening to you. Once the phone starts ringing, I'm going to stop talking. Join the conversation. Just before I came for this program, I got a call. Remember that client I told you about that I saw, I think 2 weeks ago? The manager of a hospital in Port Harcourt, where I also provide medical nutrition therapy for. And the lady is 82 years old, cooking for her husband, who is 86 years old.
Hello.
Oh, yes, I can hear you now. Good evening. Your name, where you're calling
from?
Good
evening. I'm Chineye. I'm calling from Agingi.
All right, Chineye, welcome to the program.
We really appreciate your program. Really giving us a whole lot of educative ways so that it's good as a dietitian, but the way you are expensive, you don't even clear us on those foods that we need to eat and other things, even for the children.
Okay, I'm not sure I understand. What exactly do you say?
Ma'am?
I should clear you on what? On food.
You know, when you discuss about food that we can give to the children,
yes,
the need for a dietitian, but so the cost is always expensive. You know, there are some people that cannot meet up to that amount of money.
Oh, have you called to make an inquiry? Okay, you've called to make an inquiry on consulting a dietitian, and it was expensive.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I see.
They will show me the plan.
And it's expensive.
I can see you before we can talk to you.
Okay, so let me make something clear, Chineye, right? I am not the only dietitian in Standard Nutrition Consult. So there are other dietitians plans that you can subscribe to, and you're going to get the same information, you're going to get the same package, you're going to get the same plan. So the reason my own plan is a little bit expensive is because I'm involved in so many things. So I will not be available for all the consultation that comes to the clinic. Every single diet that is planned in Standard Nutrition Consult must go through my office. So that is a lot of work. I'm involved. I'm also in the food manufacturing company. I am there as a head dietitian. In the culinary service that we also provide for clients that we need to prepare special meals, Dietitian Michelle is also there. I also work. So you see, when you want to see just Dietitian Michelle, if it's too expensive, just ask, what about other dietitians? Please see them. And even the plan for dietitians, that is not all. Even if you can't afford that basic plan, you can just go for consultation and you will still see a dietitian. You will still be given a meal plan. So please don't insist on consulting Dietitian Michelle. There's a lot. I love consulting. I love teaching. I'm sure you know that. I have consulted for over 15 years now. That is what I have been doing. But right now, at this stage, I have to give room for the younger dietitians to come up. I have to allow them to also practice and step aside and guide. So it's not like don't insist on seeing Dietitian Michelle. So when you call, just ask that you want to see a dietitian, not just Dietitian Michelle, please. I really want you to see one, all right? And let me even tell you, when you call to see a dietitian, there was a case that I got involved in. It's not dietitian Michelle's plan. I wasn't supposed to consult, but when the diet plan came to my table, I said, "Oh, this has some form of complications. This is too much. Invite that client back." And he was called, and I consulted him free of charge. Why? Because I just want to see results. I want to see that people are healthy. I want to see that things work better. And he called him back, and I consulted and then planned again with the dietitian and got something good for him to follow. So please don't insist on seeing dietitian Michelle. There are dietitians who can handle whatever nutritional case that you need. All right.
All right.
Thank you very much, Chineye, for calling and for giving me this opportunity to explain.
I saw your office on Saturday, but you are not around.
Yes, I don't work Saturday, sorry.
Okay,
But when you come this Saturday, there is a dietitian available to see you.
All right.
Yes, all right.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Madam
Thank
Chineye.
you.
Thank you. All right. So
All
yes,
right.
the phone line is still open. You can call. She has just shared one experience of seeing a dietitian, and she said that to see dietitian Michelle is expensive. Yes, I totally agree. That is intentional because of many other things that I am doing. But we have many dietitians on ground. Dietitians are in Port Harcourt, dietitians are in Lagos, dietitians working with CNC in this just,
Hello?
and they are all sound. Yes, hello. Good evening.
Good evening, ma.
Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Amarachi and I'm calling from Chobe.
Yes, Amarachi, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So-
I've been listening to your program. This is my first time calling,
Oh, right. Thank you. I'm
and
happy.
it really it has helped me improve my way of cooking and planning my nutrition for my family.
Oh, wow. I'm so proud of you, Amarachi. I'm so happy to hear that.
Thank you.
Yes. So you see, what I was told in school is really true, that this knowledge is going to help me, my family, and the society. So that has extended to you, Amarachi, right?
Yes, ma.
All right, good. I'm so happy
I
to
really
hear
enjoy
that.
your program.
Thank you very much. Yes.
All
All
right.
right. Thank you for calling. All right. So, yes, that is another important review to dietitian Michelle. Amarachi has made changes to her own diet and the family meal. Yes, which is what I enjoy. This is what I want to happen. This is what gives me joy. So I was talking about the client that I saw some time ago, and she called me today to say that she has made acha jollof, she has made pudding, and that when she's strong enough, 82 years old woman. I was just smiling from molar to molar. I said, oh my God, this lady is 82, her husband 86, and they are still in touch with a dietitian. They want to eat healthy. They
Hello?
want to try new foods. Yes, hello, good evening.
Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, this is John. John speaking from Terminal Azure.
All right, John, welcome to the program.
Thank you. I won't lie, your program has been really impactful.
Thank you.
Yeah. I want to ask a question for
right.
those that want a bit more flesh. As in
Okay.
just want to be a bit more choppy, kind of.
You want to gain weight?
Yeah, to some extent, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Can you give me a little hint? You know, they say eating more calories like bananas, beans, granules, and like eating more soda will increase the weight to some extent. I don't know. Can you give me a little idea? I know I will come to the office, but can you give me a little idea?
Okay, John. I know you have the intention of coming to the office. I'll just advise you to hasten and come. You know why? Because I cannot just give you consultation here. That is against our ethics, against our professional service. As I'm talking now, I don't know your weight, I don't know your height, I don't even know your body mass index. What if I give you advice that is not necessary? What if I give you advice on what to eat to gain weight that you're not supposed to do? So you see, we are scientists, we are food experts, we are professionals. We don't just tell everybody eat this or eat that. So we need to assess first to be sure that you need to gain weight. We need to know your body mass index. Then we will tell you the foods that are better for you. We will tell you the calories, the amount of calories that you should aim at, you should try and eat. I've worked with so many clients for weight gain. In fact, there's one in Lagos. He's happily married. he's in Lagos, but he follows this program very well, and he shares his review from time to time, and he tells me, oh, 10 kg bagged. Thank you, Daisha Michelle. You tell, oh, 11 kg bagged, meaning he has gained 10 kg, he has gained 11 kg. We were able to put him through to say, okay, oh, this is a mistake you have been making from your diet. These are the foods you have been eating that you should not be eating. These are the foods you should pay attention to eat that will help you build muscles. But we carried out what we call nutrition assessment. So that is the first thing you can even start. That nutrition assessment is just 3,000 naira at least. Let them just assess you and tell you that you need to gain weight or not. So assessment is just 3,000. You can walk into the clinic and just get yourself assessed, so that we will take it up from there. You can now call me next time on radio to say, okay, I came to the clinic and I was assessed, and my body mass index BMI is this, which indicates that I need to gain weight. So you can see now, I will be able to give you advice. Now I don't want to get you into trouble. And other listeners, all right, Mr. John? So please find time and come to the clinic. Let's look at it properly to know how to advise you, what to help you with. All right? Okay, thank you very much for calling. So there's just going to be one more call, and that will be it for today's episode on Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle. I have shared with you how nutrition has helped me and my family members all around. Yes, my siblings, my sisters, my in-laws. There is something that they have learned. Yes, hello. Tell me your name, where you're calling from. Yes, hello.
Hello.
I can hear you, if you can hear me. All right, so I lost that. Please, if you're still trying, just one more call, and that'll be it for today's episode of Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle, your food expert, talking about nutrition and how it impacts our lives. Yes, hello. Yes, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm getting you.
All right, please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Frank, calling from the NYX office.
All right, Frank, you're welcome to the program. What do you have to say about dietitians and our services?
Yes, actually, I'm someone that is suffering from insomnia for some time now.
Okay.
So I don't know what kind of food can I make it become part of my diet.
Okay, first, Mr. Frank, I hope you're working with a doctor. I hope you have a doctor who's aware of your case.
Okay.
Are you with any doctor? Or
yes, I normally go to the street for.
Okay, so a doctor is seeing you. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, so there is a doctor who knows about your case, the insomnia, and maybe all other medical conditions.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. I want to be sure first that you're working with a doctor on this case.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Frank, can you hear me?
I'm getting you now.
Yes, I said I just want to be clear that you're working with a doctor. You're not diagnosing yourself and treating yourself by yourself at home.
Yes, actually there are medication I'm taking.
Okay.
It's just that I want to know which part of food is good for me.
Okay, yes. I will also advise you to find time to come to the clinic, nutrition clinic, to consult us so that we can plan a proper diet. Let's see what you're eating. Let's know if you're even eating enough. Now, there are some people that when they don't eat sufficiently in the evening and the brain does not get enough glucose, they struggle to sleep. They may not feel hungry, but the brain is not getting enough glucose and they will not even know. So we need to know what you're eating and how much you're eating. Then we need to also recommend some foods. Millet is a good food that helps relaxation, especially finger millet.
Millet and cucumber?
No, finger millet. Have you heard about tamba?
Tamba, I know tamba.
Yes, tamba is good. It helps in relaxation. Okay, but not just tamba. There are other foods. I don't expect that you're going to be taking tamba every day, morning, afternoon, and evening. So there are many foods, many things that we can recommend. Then you try, practice. Then we'll see if it's helping or not. All right, but please make sure you adhere to your medication.
Secondly, there is this something I learned recently. That when you are somebody with O positive, Irish potato is not good for you.
That is not true. I have a YouTube upload on my YouTube channel, Daisha Michelle. Don't eat for your blood group. Just look for that and listen to it.
Like Irish potato carries a percentage of nicotine.
Wow, interesting.
That's what I learned.
Okay, so
I don't know how true it is.
that's what I'm telling you now. You need to listen to that particular one. I talked about eating for blood group or not eating for your blood group. All right. So
Okay.
go to YouTube. You know YouTube. Go to YouTube. Look
Hello?
for Dietitian Michelle. Yes,
Hello?
go to YouTube. All right, so please let me just end the call and explain this. The issue about eating for your blood group and not eating for your blood group, I think I'm going to talk about that again one of these days. It's not true, and I talked a lot about that. Go to my YouTube channel, Dietitian Michelle. You're going to find an episode I wrote, Don't Eat for Your Blood Group. Listen to it carefully so that you'll be able to make a wise choice. All right, so that will be all for today. Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle. I have shared with you my personal experience as a dietitian, how it has helped my own family members. Now, it's not a question of being slim or being fat. It is a quality of food that you are eating. I take them out. We take ice cream from time to time. We also indulge in soft drinks. We also take pastries. We eat fries. We eat chips. But we regulate these things. We know how much to eat. We know how frequently to eat these things. We know that 80% of the time we should eat healthy things. Today, as I was leaving the house, I gave instructions on them to make kunu drink, kunu beverage for the family. Yes, so that is what we are going to be drinking this period. What are you giving to your own family members? What are you giving to your children? A lot of sugary drinks every single day. You give them juice morning, afternoon, and night. That can be very harmful. So you need to rethink your food, rethink your diet. If you have not seen a dietitian before, I advise you to see one. Have a dietitian that you can call a family dietitian. And if you like to consult us, Dietitian Michelle and her team of other food experts, this is our phone line. You can call us, send a WhatsApp message, or even text message. I want to consult a dietitian. 0904 675 8079. This is a dietitian's phone line. You can send a message, WhatsApp message, text message. You can call 0904 675 8079. In Port Harcourt, I'm in partnership with many hospitals, Golden Clinic, Paragon Clinic, and Imaging. CNC dietitians are there. In Jos, we're in partnership with Dreyfield Medical, Alps, Zenith Hospital, and other hospitals in Jos. And if you want to see us in our clinic, it is located at Crispan Hotel, Citadel Nutrition Consult. You're going to find it at Crispan Hotel, that is opposite Air Force Base off Jonajang Expressway, Rayfield in Jos. It's on a hall called Patrick Hall, opposite another big hall called Gowon Hall. You will not miss it. Just walk in and you're going to see dietitians. We are open from Mondays to Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And we also provide virtual consultations for those who cannot come physically. We can consult you wherever you are. It's called virtual consultation, just a phone call or Zoom or WhatsApp, and we'll be able to plan the diet and send to you. I'd like you to also be my friend on social media. Facebook, you will find me as Dietitian Michelle. Instagram, Dietitian Michelle. Twitter, Dietitian Michi. And on YouTube, this program is going to move to YouTube majorly very soon. So I'd like you to be my friend there. Subscribe so that you will always know when a new episode is uploaded. On YouTube, you will find me as Dietitian Michelle. You can listen to all other episodes that I have been teaching on. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle.